Now I know what you're all thinking. Episode 14? Didn't we watch that yesterday? Yes, you did, guys. But Alfred wasn't happy. Yeah, Alfred wasn't happy with the final production. And we simply didn't like the video. So we've redone it. And I know that you guys are probably thinking, well, I ain't watching it again. No, I don't blame you. But we have redone it for those who may not have already watched it. So if you haven't already watched it, then just ignore this little intro bit here because Alfred's just rambling. So hopefully it's been done. It's been done. We've redone it. Some things have changed. If you want to watch it again, watch it again. Alfred would seriously appreciate it. If you're wondering, well, why? What was wrong with it? We did notice there was a couple of little things, and yeah, Alfred is a man who likes perfection, and that wasn't perfection. So we've redone it. Enjoy. Apologies if you've already seen it. We love you guys. See you later, and enjoy the episode again. You begin your day in Winchester. Decorations of the recent grand wedding has still been taken down, and while you reminisce of the fantastic day, King Alfred approaches you with a majestic smile and excitement in his step. "I hope you're all packed and ready, noble traveller," he exclaims with a joyful tone. Alfred can see by your puzzled glare and stammered response you have no clue of the day's events. "I promised you a grand tour, didn't I? Go and pack, and I'll meet you outside when you're ready, traveller." Greetings, noble traveller, again, and welcome back to Winchester. Of course, it's wonderful to see you again, and we're really happy that you came by again. So, absolutely wonderful. We may be repeating ourselves here, guys, but you guys deserve better. Yeah, you guys deserve better. You guys deserve only the best. Alfred insists on it. So there we go. Now, as you can see, everything's pretty much the same. We have a couple of issues over in East Seax. There seems to be some kind of civil war going on over there, and we don't really know who's going to win or what's really going to go on. So we're just going to kind of hope to God and ignore it. I'm sure it'll go away if we ignore it. That is normally the correct thing to do. Of course it is. Yes. So, quick catch up. We have just had the grand wedding where our beautiful son... Now, before we go into that, if you're sat there thinking, hang on, that doesn't look like Alfred. This is Alfred. Of course it is. He's trimmed his beard, ladies and gentlemen. He really wanted to make an effort for you guys today. So he's trimmed his beard to make it look more majestic. And we must say, Alfred, it does look more majestic, sir. In fact, that is even nicer than the original beard you had before you had the trim, sir. So absolutely wonderful. Looks absolutely lovely. We really, really like the beard, Alfred. So, as we were saying, our son here has recently got married to the beautiful Irmgard. Yes, she is absolutely lovely. Of course she is. She's injured and she's practically clinging on to life, but she is still alive. We are hoping that she can magically, miraculously recover from whatever ails her. However, it isn't looking all that great. If we have a look, she seems to have an unknown plant rash, so she's been rolling around in the garden and it doesn't seem to be all that well for her. This is very unfortunate. However, there are some other things, refreshed and successfully treated wound and things like that, so all seems pretty good. Fingers crossed. For some bizarre reason, it does seem that she has decided to not stay in our court. This is very, very tragic, and we can't actually invite her because she simply won't come. Now, we've not done... She fell, we laughed. We didn't laugh a lot, we laughed a little bit. And I think we managed to have upset the poor girl. However, she's still beautiful. We all still love her here in England. She is absolutely adorable. So fingers crossed she will come over to our side and come and join the mighty English court. Of course, of course, of course. So, as you guys know, and I'm pretty sure you do because you've probably watched this before, it is Grand Tour time. Yes, Grand Tour time again. And you guys are looking forward to it again. I know you are. I know you are. Don't even pretend you're not, guys. Of course you are. So, of course, what we're going to do is we are going to start this Grand Tour. Now, what is a Grand Tour? Well, for those that don't know, it is a majestic tour, paying a visit to all our vassals and their lands. And, well, maybe it's not maybe it's not all the vassals, because we do have quite a few, but the important ones. And I know what you're all thinking. Well, Alfred, they're all important. Yes, they are, but some are more important than others. Just don't tell the ones that aren't on the list, of course. If anyone asks and says, oh, the Grand Tour, well, we didn't see Alfred, you can simply just lie and say, Alfred did come, but you must have been in the latrine, sir. So you must have missed him, of course, of course. So what are we hoping to achieve from this grand, mighty, majestic tour? Well, some county control, perhaps. Popular opinion would be nice, and we may lose some stress. Now, we don't need to lose stress, because Alfred doesn't believe in stress, and Alfred doesn't deserve stress, because Alfred is king. So, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this planned straight away, of course. Majestic tour. We don't even need to say it. We don't need any of these. It's a simple, majestic tour. Of course it is. So, yes, thank you. So, where are we going to go? Well, of course we're going to go to Wiltshire. Of course we are. And what's this going to be? It's going to be a tour of the grounds. We want to go and have a look around the place and make sure everything's doing okay. Of course we do. Next on the list, of course, our good friend Berkrud. Berkrud's going to host us a nice feast. He doesn't know it yet, but he is going to. So that'll be absolutely pleasant. And then we're going to have a little trip over to York as well, up in the north here, as this is quite... It's not ran by Vikings. Eadbald here is an Anglo-Saxon, however there's a lot of Vikings round here, and it might be nice to have a cultural festival over there just to show everybody Alfred's new beard. Of course they all want to see it, of course they do. So that's going to be the journey. There's a little bit of danger, not too much danger, and it should be a nice little pleasant 3-month tour. Of course, wonderful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hire some mercenary guards just in case things happen to kick off and we absolutely... I don't know, we get jumped or something. We don't know. We're going to hire them. You never know. So that's going to help with the safety a lot. Let's have a little look who we're going to have with us. So, of course, we're going to have our wife, because she's majestic, and she is an absolute force to be reckoned with. She impresses everybody. Flan, we don't know, but fine, if you want to come, my dear. Elfwald, of course, we've got our knights, we've got our court physician in case we happen to trip over or choke on a chicken bone. Who knows? We're also dragging along Agatha, of course, the sick 2-year-old girl. We're going to pull her out of bed and drag her around the kingdom. Fresh air will do you the world of good, my dear. Of course it will. Please don't die on the tour. We also have Hakon and some other faces as well. We have Bjarnoth here as well. Hopefully we can find his eye. Fingers crossed, we'll have to keep our eye open. Hey? Alfred, you're so funny. So, what else do we have? Well, what sort of tour is this going to be? Well, it's not going to be a justice tour. It's going to be an Alfred Loves His People tour. Yes. So this will help with piety, because Alfred, of course, is majestic. And he's also a pious man. So this will help with that. Wonderful. Okay. What about our entourage? Well, we just want a normal entourage. We don't want anything too specific or too large. Luxuries, of course, Alfred's a pious man, and he doesn't want to be giving the wrong impression by turning up with all these glorious things. No, essential luxuries will do just fine. That seems absolutely perfect. So, without any further ado, yes, of course, it's Grand Tour time. We've got our hired mercenaries, of course we have. And Alfred is setting off on his way. The time has come to depart, Alfred. And everybody is packed and ready and raring to go. Our first stop, of course, will be our Marshal over in Wiltshire, of course. We look forward to visiting you, sir. We really, truly do. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have a nice time. Can't wait. Let's get set off, of course, Alfred. Let's get set off. So we have arrived in Hewis. The people are, of course, really happy to see us. And yes, everybody's cheering. There's banners being flown and people are all happy to see Alfred. Of course they are. Let's go and have a look, of course. So we do know Flan has been involved in a brawl as soon as we get there. She seems to have a disagreement with somebody there. That's a shame. During the tour of the barony of Salisbury, I'm locked into a conversation with our marshal. So we're having a nice conversation with Elfwine about the glory of warfare and strife, when he is interrupted by one of his courtiers. Okay, so some chap over here a chap called Bjorn Reed here comes over. Oh my God. My God, sir, what has happened to your face? You really do look like a pig's dinner. Wow, okay, well, I'm sure he's got a lovely soul. Baby Jesus still loves you. Although the lowly courtier spoke completely out of turn, Duke strangely did not chastise him and allowed him to speak directly to me. Now, this is a shame because your face is hideous, sir. Though what he was saying is quite interesting. This breaks social etiquette, and it has caught us off guard. It's caught us off guard. He shouldn't have come over. However, we've got some options. We can either have a listen to the guy because it does seem like he knows what he's talking about, or we could say, well, you should never step out of line and just come marching over. We're going to listen because he seems to know what he's talking about, and Alfred is a kind and generous man, of course. With my hunting bow at my side, a member of the party alerts me to the presence of a stag. So there's a deer running around just below an embankment near our location. Of course, Alfred loves hunting. You know he loves hunting. And that's enough to set him off. For a skilled hunter such as I, Alfred, you're so modest. It should be easy, but not without risk. What shall we do? Well, the ground appears a little unsteady. We should be careful. This should be easy. Of course, we're going to go hunting. And it all seems to be absolutely superb there. My footing proves true and my aim even truer as I fell the beast with a single arrow without so much as stumbling over anything. This is wonderful. The hunting party seems impressed. Everybody's impressed. All hail Alfred. Alfred is king. However, our Duke here seems a little less than impressed, his face full of scorn and envy. You envious man, it is no surprise you envy Alfred. He is far more majestic than you. You are a buffoon, sir, of course you are. We will punish you. Alfred seems very cheeky here. Now, he's been going around Hewis, and he's managed to improve the development of the place, giving out a few pointers, and maybe you should do this and don't do that, and all seems to be extremely going well there. That seems absolutely wonderful. What we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick check because we have got some reports while we're walking around Hewis here that something terrible has happened. So our granddaughter has been taken hostage by the look of things. This is absolutely horrific. Now, this is our daughter, of course, our beautiful daughter, Edba. It is her oh my God. Your husband seems to be dead, my dear. We was completely unaware of this. However, your daughter is also taken prisoner. Hopefully that can be resolved. We will keep our eye on that, and if need be, we will interject and try and help out as much as we can. It also looks like our dear friend up there in Alba is very much struggling with Ivar. This is something we may have to interject with as well. Anyway, back on with the tour, because it's tour time with Alfred. Stop getting distracted by things. Lovely. Okay, so the tour becomes even more majestic. Can it get any more majestic? Of course it can. My marshal has decided today to show me to his barracks. Okay, a sea of shimmering armour stands before me, each shoulder seemingly unfazed by the weight on it of their bodies. So that the armour's heavy and the soldiers are quite strong and no problems with wearing it all. These are fine soldiers, but it seems waste to have them all idle all day. Yes, it should. They could stamp out crime. Yes. Now, why aren't they doing this anyway? I am puzzled on why this isn't a thing. So, okay, as we continue the tour of the grounds of Salisbury, my host decides to take it upon himself to show off his hunting prowess. Last time you tried that, you ended up sat picking flowers, sir. With everyone's attention fixed on him, he slays a nearby stag with what happens to be little effort. So, appears to be little effort. Absolutely wonderful. Not as good as Alfred. Not as good. I see what you're trying to do there. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to upstage Alfred. Well, good luck with that. While everyone seems impressed, this could be an opportunity to outdo my host. Congratulations. I am a better hunter. Of course, we're going to outdo you, sir. Alfred, you are such a modest man. It's the new beard, I'm sure of it. So all seems to be going really well there. It does appear our dear Flan has learnt the Anglic language, which is perfect. I'm surprised you've not learnt it already, my dear, but well done. Congratulations. Wonderful. All seems to be going really well there. What we're going to do is we're going to have a little look here as well. It seems like our marshal, he's currently with us and he has finished. So while we're there chatting with him, we're going to ask if he wouldn't mind training some commanders while he's here, of course. And it does look like Hungerfoo has been involved in a brawl with Mr. Ugly as well. Sir, you really are hideous. Apparently there was no brawl. He simply gazed upon her with his face and she just got injured immediately just from the mere sight of the man. So hunting prowess. Again, this is turning out to be a hunting tour. As I continue to tour the grounds, my host decides to take it upon himself again. Yes, very good. We're going to upstage you once again, sir. You really are making an effort of this, are you? It's time for tribute, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have been given tribute. Good, otherwise it would have been the dungeons with you, sir. Indeed. Wonderful. So while visiting my vassal, yes, of course, excellent, I seemingly managed to lose my tour group, leaving me alone in his quarters. Alfred, don't go poking around and touching stuff. Now, this would perhaps be the perfect opportunity to get to know him a tiny bit better. You're going to go rummaging through his underpants drawer, aren't you, Alfred? I can see that cheeky look on your face, sir. Please don't. Maybe I should look around and see if I can't find any unusual items of interest. So what do? We have got better things to do, or we could go digging around and see what we find. Maybe. Or we could have a look in his bedchamber. Now, Alfred, as much as you want to go rooting through his underpants drawer, you have better things to do, sir. Of course you do. Alfred, you're such a nosy Parker. So we're heading over to, it would appear, Mercia here, the Toll of Conquest. My brother, my father, my husband all died in war. That is very unpleasant, my dear. A peasant is screaming at me from across the village square. Okay, this seems absolutely horrible. When you commanded and won, yes, okay. It was against Vikings, my dear lady. Unfortunately, yes, sacrifices were made. However, it looks like she's broke out into tears, and you know Alfred. Alfred is a chivalrous man who can't leave a damsel in distress. Of course he can't. Have some money, my dear. Hopefully that will help. Help ease the burden, I'm sure. So, we've just arrived in Mercia. Everybody is cheering. All hail the king. And we have been greeted at the gate by our dear friend, of course, who is very looking forward to having us to stay. Wonderful, Berkrud, you are so majestic. However, you are looking very old and wrinkly, sir. Yes, Alfred is a little bit disgusted by you. So, Commander, yes, okay. So, we've just had some notification from our dear friend here that he has found a really good chap who wants to serve in our army. Very well. Ellie, you can join the army. Of course you can, sir. Hopefully, we'll see you on the battlefield, of course. So, all seems to be going well over in here in Mercia. We're currently waiting for a few guests. This evening, I've been seated beside Duke Berkrud's daughter, Signier, and the child has been a true delight. She really has. Please do not start grooming children, Alfred. The more I speak with her, the more I see the potential for her. Okay, Alfred, this is starting to be getting a little bit creepy. How old is she? She's only 15, Alfred, and she is already married, or at least betrothed. I feel the urge to take her back home. Alfred, it is the beard, sir. We don't know what's happened, but Alfred, please stop trying to steal children. So my host, Duke Berkrud of Mercia, has brought me out of his home to a local tavern. All around I see the wrenched and weak and all sorts of horrible people drinking, debauchery, the whole thing. So, however, Berkrud does assure me that the mead served in this establishment is simply to die for. Well, we're not going to drink ourselves to death, so let's show some restraints here. However, yes, okay, we'll go with that. We're having a good time. So we've had a great time in the tavern. Everything went pretty well. And yes, as Berkrud said, the mead was excellent. So well done, Berkrud. Congratulations, sir. Yes, you look very majestic and proud of yourself. Definitely do. So, all seems to be going pretty well. We're just still waiting for some... I must admit, Berkrud, it is taking quite a while, sir, for these courses to arrive. We're not 100% sure what's going on. However, we do know that Beorthnoth has been fighting with some random person here. So, That's not very pleasant. Do not show us up, please, sir. Another evening of merriment draws to a close, and I found myself locked in a conversation with, of all people, we don't even know who you are, sir. You're a Breton. That is absolutely wonderful. We do like the Bretons, except for your queen, who is a bit miserable. Okay, before I know it, the room has become silent, save for our conversation, and everyone is hanging on my next word. Everybody is absolutely loving your story, Alfred. You can tell a tale, sir. Though a little awkward, I'm sure I can tell a tale, everybody. Yes, something light, I think. Of course, we don't want something too tragic. Alfred's unhappy. Everybody clear the room. Be very careful. Alfred is extremely unhappy. The dungeons will be full. Just be careful. My knight approaches me, claiming to have been given Duke Bertram's permission to come join his court in place of my own. Letting this pass would certainly improve my standing with the Duke. Okay, do we let him go? Does he want to go? He seems like he does want to go, so I think what we'll do is we'll let you go because you are a bit of a we really appreciate all the effort you've put in, sir. As we surely you guys know, he's racked up quite the kill list there. He is quite a majestic man. We'll let you go, sir. Have a good time. I hope you all the best, of course. Yes, okay. That was our bodyguard as well, but it is, yeah. Go and live your life, sir, of course. Go and live your life. So, smallpox. Oh, no. No, please don't die, Alfred. So it looks like somebody is walking around with smallpox. Isolate this woman and throw her in the Cornish ditch. And when I say the Cornish ditch, this is where we've been throwing all the dead Cornish people that we killed after the battles, of course. So, martial skill of Alfred, you're doing well, sir. Alfred's going to have a look into how better to manage his men-at-arms and also improve their efficiency. So, absolutely wonderful. Well done, Alfred. Your skills know no bounds, sir. Of course not. We are getting notification that East Seax is still... all hell's breaking loose over there, so fingers crossed that can be resolved by the time we arrive home. I find myself awakened in agonizing hunger, unable to return to my rest. Alfred, I know the feeling, sir. I'm always hungry as well. I wander in the dark up to the kitchen and find the room is a little, there's a little light beside my lamp. The pantry shelves glow with the unearthly yet so Alfred's found some gold. He's found some gold. I'm overrun with curiosity, unable to find the source of the glow. With the flame of my light snuffed out, I begin checking around the edges of the pantry. So Alfred has gone snooping around. I must get to the bottom of this. Now, we could get to the bottom of this, but this would probably upset. So, no, Alfred, let's not go snooping. Go back to bed, sir. Now, do we ask for some tribute? Yes, of course we do. Wonderful, majestic Alfred. You are so pious, sir. So, all wonderful. We're now heading over to York, of course, to go and spend some quality time with our good friends up in the north here. A foreign treat. It's not the first time I catch my friend Edric fiddling around with some flowers. He's been picking along the road. So we're all heading over to North Riding to go and see York. And our dear mighty Edric is walking along the side of the road with us picking flowers. I don't know what it is with with Anglo-Saxons and picking flowers, but my liege, he says, when he notices that I've been observing him, it's no secret that my heart has found a new home far from home. Oh, this sounds lovely. Okay, so he's picking flowers for the lady that he loves. That I beg you, let me stay with her. Who am I to interfere? Of course. Now, this means that Edric will leave our court. Now, Edric is our mighty Edric. What do we do here? This is definitely, we have no time for such juveniles. We have room in our court. Yes, you can have your lady come to our court. We're not going to lose you, sir, because you are mighty Edric. However, it is very sweet that you've fallen in love, sir. This is completely understandable. So wonderful. So, we have just arrived in North Riding and the Cultural Festival is going to be underway soon, richly decorated for our arrival. Everything seems perfect. People are cheering. Everybody seems like they're having a great time. Alfred seems like he's thought of a great idea. I'm really liking the beard, Alfred. It really suits you. You should have had that beard ages ago. The music in the main stage is promptly followed by the dancers. There's people dancing. The beauty of their movement makes them look like part of the stage. This is wonderful. They throw their hands in the air and it feels like watching trees grow. That sounds lovely. All seems to be going really well. A gasp comes from the audience when one of the dancers starts climbing the wooden hall of the stage, and now he says, "I shall take revenge from and then he seems to, we don't 100% know what's happening here. Is he going to jump on us? What is he doing? As the performer falls into the ground, the silence of the crowd lets everyone know. Right here, we hear a crack. Okay, so, well, that surely hurt. Yes, I'm sure it did. Bring the physician immediately. No, we're not going to. We're just going to leave him. He shouldn't have been climbing up the rafters anyway. You get what you deserve, sir. So we've managed to restore some control, which is excellent, as North Riding was struggling a little bit with some control. So it was a good job Alfred came along here. Smallpox, a new day, the outbreak has ravaged the court. It's finally over. Wonderful. Good job you went on tour, Alfred. I think you might have missed the smallpox, sir. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Well, everybody seems to be having a great time at this beautiful festival. Everybody's loving the majestic beards, of course, especially Alfred. Alfred, I must say, I'm really liking the beard, sir. Also, development has improved. Alfred, of course, is doing a cracking job there. Wonderful stuff. Look at that, I hear, as I walk down the streets of North Riding. My courtier Hungerfire is pointing at what seems to be known as St. Matthew's Smith's Guide. A smile quickly appears on her face. Blissful. Oh, my sweet girl, what have you found? A group of apprentices are kneeled down in front of the workbench. The master supervises the craft from there. Right, okay, so basically you'll need a bit more strength than that, son. Okay, Hungerfoo takes a step in direction, completely mesmerised. So it seems like they're trying to craft something, and our dear lady here, our court physician, is absolutely mesmerised by a bunch of sweaty men. Of course, okay. These people are worth helping. We could give them some money, however, we don't have the money. We should invest in merchants back home too. Yes, we should, Alfred. What a wonderful suggestion. Keep that in your mind, sir. So it looks like Bjornoth has been brawling again. He really is kicking some ass of everybody today. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, and it looks like the Grand Tour's even more majestic. Could it even get more majestic? Well, it just has done, ladies and gentlemen. Of course. And it does appear we have some crushing news. Our dear sister has died. Yes, that is absolutely horrible. She was a non-believer. However, she didn't deserve to die. So this means we don't have an alliance anymore. We could send an alliance request anyway. Of course we're going to do that because Berkrud is our dear friend. It is terrible. Hopefully Berkrud's okay. We may have to pop and see him at some point just to make sure. And of course there'll be a ceremony held for our beautiful sister. She will be sorely missed, of course. Wonderful. Berkrud has accepted. We've just had a letter back from Berkrud. He has accepted our proposal for an alliance. Wonderful. It seems people have been becoming friends. This is lovely, really wonderful. We've confused. Yeah. Well, we're not going to make any demands because we feel like it's. Yes, we've had a lovely time and everything has gone really, really well. We've gained quite a lot of prestige, exalted amongst men. We are very well known. Everything seems to be going really well. A stop on the way, travelling through the muddy streets of Lindsay. People are a rare sight. Empty houses, derelict. A child plays with a dog in silence. Okay, this sounds absolutely horrible. What has happened? Priest points out the Lord. Follow. My admired King Alfred. It is, of course, Big Ziggy welcomes us to his dusty hallway. What's happened, Ziggy? Has your land's been ravished? That is a damn shame, sir. It's a big honour to have you visit our humble domain. To be quite honest, Big Ziggy, we was just going to walk right past the place, but you seem to have brought us into your dusty, smelly, piss-stinking home. So if you'd like to, please stay for the night and join us for supper. No, I don't think we will be doing that, sir. Not at all. We don't trust you at all. Stay the night. We know your plan, Big Ziggy. We know your plan. Not happening, sir. Okay, wonderful. We are heading back to Winchester. Alfred, Mrs. Winch, a royal touch. On our way back to Winchester, word of our arrival has spread round the earldom of Buckingham, as our entourage is soon beset by loads of people coming over wanting some blessings. Alfred, what can I say? You're a pious man. Everybody knows that you are a pious man. A sprinkle of Alfred wants to sprinkle his holy water over you all. That should suffice. Please enjoy Alfred's water, of course. I hope that was water, Alfred. Right, and we are arriving home. Of course, we are back in Winchester. It is so wonderful to be back here, of course. And we've gained quite a lot of prestige, and we've also gained some renown. Everything has gone really well there. We had an absolutely smashing time. We're going to have a quick look into our dynasty here, because we're going to reinforce our bloodline, which means any good traits will definitely be passed on, which is absolutely wonderful. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see what happens there. That was the Grand Tour. Hopefully it was majestic enough for you guys. I think it was. Alfred loves majestic tours, and we may have another one soon. We will have to wait and see. Alfred may even do a majestic tour around your little slice of kingdom. Who knows? Anyway, Alfred's going to bed now because it's past his bedtime. Of course it is. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have fun. We'll see you later.